into this product. But I want you to hear about how this focus works from the guy I introduced earlier, Dr. Cheng, who is the Medical Advisory Board member in Prime My Body. So if you just allow me to share this, if you can hear the sound, please let me know with a yes on the chat so that I'm sure that everything is coming through correctly. It's coming up.
Hey everyone, this is Dr. Cheng Ron. I am the Chief Medical Advisor of Prime My Body, and I want to talk to you today about focus. And focus is something that I'm really, truly proud of, because we're able to see its effects on the brain and a lot of different metrics that relate to brain health on people who use them. So my favorite thing about it is that focus does what its name suggests. It helps focus. And the reason we know that is that we have this brain scanning technology called a neuroscan that's able to see metrics on the brain that allows us to know how well someone focuses in each portion of their brain activity. We call that brain frequency. And so the development of focus has been interesting just because we were able to see which combinations of cannabinoids and terpenes really help the brain focus. And so we're able to finalize something that's really based on human data. What I really want people to understand is that not all hemp products are the same. In fact, if you take a bottle of something and take a bottle of something else, they can have even opposite effects. Unfortunately, in this industry, there's no standard process, there's no standardization process to really understand what each thing does, and plus it's very different for everyone. And so what we try to do here is to come up with a formulation that has a standard that is third-party tested, so we know exactly what's in it. And we wanted to come up with a formula that doesn't have any THC in it. And so that when the final product comes out, we know exactly what it does on the brain for different people. And we have a really good idea of what it will do in the future because we are monitoring these people long term. And so what focus is that oomph, if you will, is that stimulation that people will need for the daytime to allow a better focus throughout the day and allow better rest at nighttime. And that's what we see in most of our studies that we have done. Lastly, what I really want to address is that if you take a look at the product, everything in there is natural. There are cannabinoids in there. The formula is actually flavored by terpenes. We don't put any sweeteners or anything artificial that's in there. And I'm really passionate about having that because we don't want anything external to affect our bodies if it's not necessary.
Okay, so that was me talking about the plant and the company and talking a bit about your health. I just started talking about focus, and I saw Dante in here. Is it still here? Oh, I saw Dante is not expecting this, but I know that he has been using focus for a while, and maybe Dante can just give us. Dante, are you? Let me just make sure that people can unmute themselves. You don't have to have your video on because I know that you were not ready for this, but I'd appreciate if you can just tell us a bit about your experience with focus. Dante, are you there?
Hello, Maggie, and all your participants in your call and your fantastic presentation of this wonderful plant that you are exposing here in this evening's session. So yes, it's marvelous just to quickly share with you guys that there's so many things out there in terms of knowledge, and knowledge is the key and is the avenue for us to discover what is actually good for us. We are then therefore want to quickly celebrate all the mothers that are frantically all the time looking for the best ways to let their children grow up with the most natural health and immunity that's available. So I implore all of you and like you to keep everything natural as far as it can. Stay away from what is not natural. I wouldn't dare to venture further, but from the question, the CBG and CBD that's in the PMB product, the Focus product, is phenomenal. What it's probably been 6 months now. Yeah, gosh, it's been quickly. The time is flying so extensively. I've been on it for 6 months, and the very basic thing that a person like myself, which is naturally inclined to its health, is experiencing is that life just carries on a much higher level. You are operating on a much higher level. You don't get sick, you don't get inflammation plaguing your body. And if that is something that is the first cursor to its significant impairment of health, which is inflammation that's developing in the body, if we can get rid of that and the endocannabinoid can be balanced, that is what we are then really appreciating with this product. Now, it doesn't take away the fact that you still need vitamin C. So we're not going to understand that this is not one fit for everything. It's just helping that master switch to get switched on so that everything else get enhanced in the way that it should be. Thanks, Maggie. That's my spiel.
Thank you so much, Dante. And there's someone else that when she saw me presenting this on Facebook, she said, she phoned me and says, Meg, I just want that product. She's actually a nurse by profession. And I just want to understand from you, Manache, I see you there. I just want to understand what made you become interested when you just saw me talking about hemp and you said, Maggie, I want that product. What was it that I said that you thought, no, I need this? Manache, can you hear me? You are muted. You are mute. Oh, have I not allowed people to unmute? Just hold on. Okay, awesome. We can hear you now.
Yeah, unmute myself, yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you, Maggie. I'm going to waste time of you. For me as a professional nurse, I know about how products, like when we do pharmacology in my nursing career, I know how medications are made, and I know how extracts they are made from animals, plants, and all this. And I know, like, from my background, I've been a nurse for more than 30 years. Through my training, we were taught about this. So most of the medications, when they made them, it's just like they dilute them. But I know about this because I suffered from COVID. I had COVID, long-term COVID, from December. I've been struggling, and I know like why I'm suffering from mental issues. I needed something like this, but I know I can find CBD over the counter. But because of my knowledge, I didn't buy that one because I know that Jose has just explained, like the real product, you cannot get it from over the counter. So that's why I was thinking like you are going to explain about something. Once you share about this, because I was looking for something which I was on another product, but that product, I couldn't get it because I'm abroad. And then when you share this, because I know that I got privileged to get it from South Africa, I just jumped in. Maybe what's that? I wanted clarity. But even that night, I couldn't wait. I know what I'm expecting so that I can get started, because now I'm struggling from vertigo and all this. And because I've got knowledge, I know what is working, what is not working. So I know what I'm going to use is the real product. So I don't want to say much, but I know exactly what I'm going to get. I'm going to get help because I'm still having problems with vertigo, and I know the complications of COVID. So most of the people are struggling with like mental issues. So with this one, I will have a clear mental focus. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Manahe is waiting for a product. So I'm looking forward to talking to you after a couple of weeks, once you've started using the product, to see if you have seen a difference. I was taking it, I took Focus personally for brain fog. And I am seeing a difference. And not only that, I find that I even sleep better. So there are the benefits of using this product. But let's move on. Focus is just the first product that Prime My Body actually launched. Let me just go back. Launched in Africa, in South Africa in particular.